minutes here by the Knicks. There's the foul. Not just accidental. Things happen. And then just tackle Spruce with the and I don't know if we objected to that. Now watch OG Ananobi. He just out sprinted the entire Cavs team. He was deep in the corner. But because he knows that the Cavs aren't getting back, he is going full speed.
RJ, every team you ever played on that were great for defensive transition teams, talk about the first 2 or 3 strides when you transition. You're in sprinter's position. Your hand is down, and you're immediately making sure you're crossing half court with as much speed as you can to get ahead of the basketball. The Cavs are not doing that right now when that ball comes off the rim.
Nice enough to play. Jalen Tyson checks in for the first time. Hard to guess Carl Anthony down. Shot clock at 5. Getting the breaks. Half drives and draws a foul. And it's a clever James Harden. He's been doing that for 17 years, and he'll shoot some free throws. That's one of the advantages of being that left-handed shooter. You start driving right, and you raise up with your left hand. If a defender has their hand on your hip, it is an automatic foul. He's fifth conference finals, still searching for his first NBA title. This is actually only his 44th game regular season and playoffs with the Cavs. This required mid-season. As a reminder, tonight's upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by Mazda. All games 8 Eastern in the series, and if necessary, they'll head back to New York. Game 5 Wednesday at Madison Square Garden on ESPN. Meanwhile, Mitchell Robinson and Karl Anthony Towns in there at the same time. Who's trying his first minutes for the Knicks. Arguments are very brief. They had not shot well from the free throw line in the first 3 games of this series. Just 68%. Knicks have a 4-point lead. Then Merrill. Ball that I have now gets out into Bridges. Bridges drives now and up back. Yeah, you don't see him make a lot of plays out of the ball screen. That ending lob, but he took advantage of what was there. No resistance on Mitchell Robinson. Perfect delivery. Bridges gets called for. Foul was aggressive on his ball, but his first. This is nice right here. You don't see him operating this way. He's trying to get downhill, thinking maybe he can get to that little lean back, but instead he sees that Mitchell Robinson is running to the front of the rim, and the weak side did not sink in time. Got some real lob threats on both these teams. Robinson, of course, and another going for the Cavs. Waiting until all. As he trying to chase hard, that arrow get the screen right. Shot clock. Frustrating things. First slash versus attackers. Allen's trying to put a good extra defender on the drive. Waiting against Brunson. Josh Hart. Watermelon 3. Back to the 3. You can even hear the Deuce here on the road. Advance, that's his name. I'll McBride's nickname is Deuce. As Mobley gets it, corner to Merrill. Side step. Merrill tries a 3-pointer. Got it. And that's huge for the Cavaliers. The guy gets a shot. He loves that post and reload going to his left. He missed the cover of those 6 series. And again, Mitchell Robinson, same action. Right to the front of the rim after a brush screen. Big side's got to be more alert on that. Nice job by the Knicks taking advantage. This is a great finisher. Speaking of great finishers, Mitchell continues his start. 12 points already for Mitchell. Some searching for an opening. Gets it at the corner. He's got it. Continues. Off the bench has been superb. He's now hit 14 of his last 18 3-pointers in the playoffs. Holy. What a shocker. We couldn't get the ball. It's almost. They don't tip it in. Brunson fires the 3. Good. He has not shot the 3 ball well. In his conference finals, but he gets him a 3-point lead. By far, the best these 2 teams have shot it from the 3 in the first quarter in this series. So this is Ball knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Mitchell Robinson. And we're going to have a timeout. A 3-4 ball is falling. Knicks are 6 first. 5-14. Knicks already getting the best of both worlds. We've seen the perimeter shooting. We've also seen the rim attack. Jalen Brunson really trying to close this out.
Vivo is 5 times smarter active at once, working 24/7 to kill 99.9% of bugs trapped, with no odor and no mess. They tap the scene.
We're here for those who build and those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. We'll drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you want, you value what we value, and you should pay what we pay.
Rated everyone 10 and up. And waste not. It's all that. Good first. Made to order. Everybody is the chance. And the range. You already know. Waste not. It's here.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast auctions, so try today at DealDash.com. $50 in free credit, and your first win guaranteed.
There's news. And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries from volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital shifts. All made possible by kindness. We love good news.
It's fun for you to win the course, but it's even more fun to win on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad for just $6. There's millions of fast options, so try today at DealDash.com. $50 in free credit, and your first win guaranteed.
Check out who's putting in the work. Brought by Microsoft 365 with Copilot. Now watch this pick and roll. Tyson has to be in there. You can't go there to beat him. You got to be there to receive them. And that's the mistake, because when that ball's in the air, it's too late. Now watch D-Wade. D-Wade's already tried to make his move for the rotation. So when you look at Tyson, he's got to be there and then trust that his teammate on the backside is going to be ready. Lucky, hopefully gets it back. They got one goal. It's even a 10-point lead. With James Harden 3 has been changed with 2. Brunson looking. Good defense from Merrill. They drive to Hart. Hart left open. Fake drive, pulls back. Baseline jumper for Hart. Home goal. Robinson taps it on again. That was with some angle. They got that to go off the play. It's tough once he gets in there. You're not going to displace him. You've got to beat him early or get him out of that position. He is too big once he's inside. Mitchell can't get it. It's in the rebound. It's the push. Off to the races again. 27 seconds left here in the first. It's the double-figure lead again in the first quarter, like game 3. Brunson against Mitchell. Shot clock winding down. The level off the glass. Can't get it. Mitchell Robinson. That's one off the glass again. He is just a beast on the boards. I'm going one board flat. I'm down the ridge, only to one the screen. This operates into your space for the shot. And you'll fire the way it's ready. And get it. Way it has it. The first board comes to an end. It's going to be played by 6 in the opening couple of minutes. An 18-point turnaround. They're shooting 56% from the field, including 6 and 12 from 3. Knicks have had a chance to close out. They not only have closed out, they have dominated. First quarter complete. Here at the Rockin' Arena. Knicks up a dozen for game 4. All new drinks are needed, from crafted sodas to refreshments. Ice cold drinks could be so fire. Try them all now at McDonald's.
If we really need one of the most iconic directors to film a simple porn, of course we did. You're not Patron. You need to change into the breath. No shortcuts. Yes.
Yeah, we really growth skeletons. How we did, like us. I never compromises. I think simply perfect.
Since you're bundled home and all with 24/7 protection, you can hand all the worry over to us.
That's right. At Progressive, it's our job to do the worrying for you.
This candle, for example, awfully close to the curtains. And when was this porch built? Did they have building codes back then?
Are your headlights too bright?
And people know when you're texting with the toilet.
How many spiders do you really eat in your sleep?
Yes, when you bundle on and on, you can be free of all these worries and more. Because we're already worrying for you. Oh, and the answer is 8. 8 spiders.
Because sometimes we feel guilty. Give more love than human investment when you feel it feels scientifically proven out a lot. Because you're only human, but there's hills.
That's right.
Well, point to the plate and transition point. 2 minutes back there for the Knicks. And the way they had total. Here in the first quarter. Handstand Pushups to the offensive block. That's a formula for the captain Gillis Brunson. When you run out of here, this is just OG Anunoby seeing an opportunity to split a hit. Knicks already 18. Watermelon.
No one goes to Hanks for his spreadsheet. He doesn't sell them. He does sell it in a good slice. When business slowed, Hank decided to bring back the $1 slice. He just asked Copilot in Excel to help make it work. Suddenly, Hank says, you gotta try this place kind of thing. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Happy birthday. Snack lover, always elegant. Dog mom to Alfie. With gifts, I don't guess.
Gifts inside of you. See. Never had an envy like you.
Get messy. Those lads.
You know what they say about family, man? Can't live with them. Can't live with them.
It's time for tonight's access brought to you by Corona Academy. We say that they close out games, you can't just speak them all. You have to exceed it. I think we can in the first quarter.
Great job winning the first punch. We know they're going to come out emotional. They're going to fight. They're a great team. Your back's against the wall. You did a great job weathering that first punch. We do our own punch now. So we got to just continue to keep that desperation and intensity.
Looks like he's going to try to put his team on his back. So in that first quarter, what do you have to do defensively against him?
Stop him. That's it. Pretty simple.
Right, but yeah.
They've been doing a lot of stopping in these playoffs. Meanwhile, with the Cats, they have a good start. Mitchell Mobley goes, and they're now down 14. How deflating is that right now for this team? Extremely. Particularly when you take a look at the back. Kenny Atkinson told us before the game, priority number 1 was transition defense, offering more resistance in that area
It's safe to say mission not accomplished, not so far.
But when you say it was a problem last game, it was the number one thing that you talked about and showed clips at. And then in the first quarter, you give up more transition points than the Knicks have scored all postseason in a quarter. That is just not receiving the message and being the moment.
Well, Keon Ellis, like he's only played 7 minutes in this series, but then his shooter's out, got a high fever, so will not play tonight. Ellis getting an opportunity. He's been dry, hits the 3-pointer, and it's up to a 17-point lead. Iowa has struggled shooting from three in this particular series. And he's knocked out a couple now. Not a lot of guys in this league get the elevation off the dribble from deep that Miles McBride does. So he's a smaller guard. You think you've got him corralled pretty good, but he just elevates to a place where his release is above your contest. The last punching game was in Philadelphia. McBride had 25 points on 7 3-pointers. As a foul away from the ball. I mean, look at the elevation on this. He likes the jab go left, and he hits that second foot. He just keeps on rising up. That's a good contest by Ellis, but look how much higher McBride gets to release that shot. Again, we said this earlier in the series that Ray Allen is the one that told him, you've got to do that. You've got to get as high a release as you can. Not a bad guy to take advice from. Shot clock is set on that last foul on Towns. He's got 2. McBride knocked it out of his hand, knocked up 6-point his foul. Pushes out to Shannon. Fakes the 3. Sidestep. Another 3-pointer. Puts it in. So then, once again, it's a 20-point lead. Timeout playbook. Landry Shannon. Unstoppable off the bench. And you can listen to the Knicks fans. They're rocking arena. In the store, just continues. I hear footsteps. Here you are.
Every great day starts with your gut. Try new Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support. These stimulant-free magnesium gummies help your gut run smoothly. New Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support.
You've always been ahead of the game. Excellence is your default, and Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average, it's for those who set the bar and elevate it. So as you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
This tier season, visit YellowHear.com/tier season and enter for a chance to win an MLB All-Star experience. Here, what's that?
Thanks, Ted.
Oh, check it out.
Oh, man. I think he's gonna do. This might be a good moment to share. Mom, you seeing this?
Is he not done there?
No. It matters. It has to be ACT. Oh, don't you? The interest of church. Get home internet from AT&T. Now available across the nation.
But out the gate, I will say that the sneaker is like good at everything. I would say that's like its only drawback too, is the fact that there's not one specific thing that has me like, wow, this is the best ever at this. But it is. You know, if you play basketball, so then it's great, but we gotta stop pushing people while they're already jumping. Anyway, the day started off with a trip to New York City. My guy burning that door and having to come out and grab some new speaking out. When it comes to basketball, shoot, I'm making with some unreleased job. It's called the childhood one. Michael Jordan going to try it honest, but that's really not. Well, our sneaker is good. So, and right off the bat, they're pretty hard to see the paint. Now, so long as you're out there, people like so nothing crazy, but I think it's over if like you look at efforts. Like I said, that's like its only drawback. So like there's not one specific thing that I'm like, wow, this is the best ever at this, but it is very good and solid at everything. It's good, court feels good, the support's good. It's just a nice feature, and it doesn't feel like you have to break them in that much. So that's probably the best thing about it. Now, after I came back from the Euro, I want to bring the men's games. Yeah, I'm still not the best, but we're getting there. Sneakers held up fine. My Navy's held up all right. Crazy part is that once I started to get into a little bit of a rhythm. The other team kind of just gave up in 5 minutes. We got dead serious. The game was close like the whole way, and then I started hitting shots, and then boom, now we're up 28. Like now we give up. But like, still, we got to stop pushing. I'm on the ground looking all on that. Oh.
Next time, 18-1 World Series, 18-1 in another game. EILs to close out the Colorado. Only had a good start and needed a mistake. Consistent lost the ball. It's on board, bases up the floor. It's up to a 22-point lead. Mitchell against the guy knocked away. Playing for the Towns. Colorado tries a three. There's another Nick Avalanche. And the Cavs have let go here. Hope the hope has disappeared right out. The sloppy is like a ball in the extent to which the Knicks are capitalizing. Foul. The Houston Pride a little exasperated, but it would be called for the foul. 50-26.
Wow, we had the pleasure to be there when the Knicks put the Atlanta Hawks out of their misery, and it was a game for the ages. We have seen what this team is able to do to close out. They beat them by 50 points. So for this team to come out here with this type of intensity, the Cavs have to be ready, and they are not.
Which in the two clinching closeout games for the Knicks in Atlanta, their largest lead against the Hawks was 61, and their largest lead against the Sixers in Philly was 44.
This is a team that when they have the opportunity, they play intense basketball. There is no let-up. You have to be aware of who your opponent is. And right now, the Cavs are not meeting that level.
We talked about it. The last thing you want to do is play more games than you have to. In this league, with the number of guys, a number of series that have been affected by injuries, you want to make sure if you have an opportunity, you're ready for the challenge, and you end the series when you can. And they come out with laser focus in this one. And their bench has given them 22 points already.
Their bench is right there with the Cavs. And that's, but again, it's not that you're upset about the Cavs. You're upset about the controllables. They're not getting back on defense. They're not getting back in transition. For the Towns, they strides, throws it up to Robinson. Jared, there, look it up. Steal. There's your grand thing down the road. States. Sits on the only stands. What a rejection from Jared Allen. And Mitchell in the front court. Mitchell tied up, gets into Mobley. Mobley in the corner. Keon Ellis is going to try. That one in and out. And there are a few of those. Bridges in the front court. It's keeping up the pace. Oh, she had a knowing rules in a three. It's 9 3-pointers already, like. You still come out and take that. It's loose and confident across the corner. Mitchell knocks back the time to stop hitting it. Loose temporarily. With this next team, offensively, is so connected and each down the living in the next. Mitchell has 15 of the 32 points, but still down 21. 7 shooting. The bounce slides Robinson, but for the handle of pass. Mitchell will bring it up. So the Pullman has got one here for the second, and floater, Donovan Mitchell, help. To Robinson, the rebound. Setting up the mid-season acquisition from the Wolves, the New York Nader. Bridges on the drive, kicks it out to Moby. And Moby drives on Ellis, now pulls up, jump shot. And that's as if, the Cavs needed that.
MG Ananobi back to the level he was at, coming back from that hamstring injury. RJ Rico, he was repetitive in that first game. Each game, he has shown you more explosiveness. Turns it over, Bridges laying the floor, hits inside, shot is hit, good for the foul. Once again, and as soon as they get the defensive rebound, sometimes when they take it out of the net, right off the floor.
100%. I think the biggest frustration is after the turnover, how hard do the Cavs play back? Watch this turnover. Okay, how many players are sprinting and running? You got two players jogging. And that to me is, we're talking about championship basketball. We're talking about trying to get to the NBA Finals. And regardless of if your team is making shots, they can control the control.
Stepping down the free throw. Bill Bridges, Nick, who has played in an NBA final before, coach the Phoenix Suns. But they lost the Milwaukee Bucks in 2021. He has been nothing shy of spectacular since those first 5 games in the playoffs. Never seen him play better or more. Everything just happening so easy right now. Mikal Bridges and really that starting lineup across the board. All of those guys collectively shooting 53% from the field as a unit. This starting 5, one of the best in NBA history, this deep into the playoffs. Bridges hasn't missed a free throw in the playoffs. Doesn't get there a lot, but he's 15 for 15, and it's a 25-point lead. Donovan Mitchell, Shabbat going in, well defended. That's a there. Here comes Bridges. Bridges kicks it out. Ananobi off the bounce. Goes inside on Strus. And deflected out by Al. The Knicks just relentlessly pushing the ball and pushing the pace. Oh, the way that they're just attacking the lane. And you can see nobody's getting left out to dry. No one's left on an island for the team right now. The help, the recover, the closeout, and then the push. Defensively, it's an instructional video right now. How good they look on that end of the floor. Bridges searching. Gibson Robinson. Galen wants him back in. Strus as well. They find Bridges. Bridges across the lane. Hudson fakes. Gets inside. His floater's up. It's got no good but a foul at the head. And free throws for Jalen Brunson for the 25-point lead. Harden picks up the foul. Fans have waited a long time for a point guard like this. Prior to Brunson's arrival, the Knicks had 12 different opening night starting point guards in 13 years. That sounds about right. I think they've settled on their starting point guard now.
And look, this is the thing. I remember all the conversation when Jalen Brunson came to the Knicks. And I think he has surprised maybe even people inside the Knicks organization. They got themselves a truly special player that's committed to winning the right way, sacrificing. They've been playing a different style of basketball since that Atlanta series. And all you see Jalen do is accept it and push forward.
Then also missed free throw, and the Knicks not only get the rebound, but Hudson gets knocked to the floor. And the foul goes against Ellis.
And I think the thing with Brunson that he has brought, and obviously we talk all the time about his strength, his balance, and footwork. But the other component is the fact that he's built for the brightest lights. And he's been that way his entire life as a basketball player. So he was the perfect player to come to New York and try to get this organization to this point because of the way he's
Actually, inbound. Midpoint second. Shannon fired away. Shannon never knew. It's a point in the year and game 4. This guy is 10 for 11 from the 3-point line in this series. Bruce has it. 61-32, a 29-point lead. On a drive, picks it out. Ellis back up top. Strus wide open. Can he get it? Oh, yes. Thanks, Bruce. And if you're the Cap, obviously, you just have to take it one possession at a time. There's so much time left. But right now, the Knicks just dominating. Bridges strikes the 3. Robinson trying to hold on. They're trying to grab it away from him. Ellis does knock down Ellis. Pass ball. Taylor Wilson wants him to challenge him because he felt Robinson got fouled. Robinson holding his left hand and wrist. Robinson has played superbly, 6 points, 6 points and a block. And again, you see Jared Allen and the big fella battling. It is tough. I don't know what that right hand was. But ultimately, you can see both sides trying to battle for that rebound. Sturz gets his second field goal, and Mitch. Well, Robinson. Let's see what team foul that is on them. That's the fifth. And a penalty. Robinson will shoot Robinson 2 for 12 from the free throw line in the series. 13 of 41 in the playoff.
That's the only thing you can do right now. If you're Cleveland, what else can you do to try to disrupt the flow of this offense? The way the ball's hopping, the number of guys shooting it with confidence. This is about all you can do right now. Take the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hand for this offense.
It's going to Lisa.
Mitchell Robinson posted on social media over the weekend that he's been dealing with mental health issues.